The spring of 2017, I went to Japan with one of my friends from high school. It was like probably one of the best trips I've ever had. We went alone. It was a week-long spring break, but it was the best, and I wanted to show everyone what I did, but I wanted to show my best friend like the most, Audrey. So that summer, I told her, Audrey, let's go to Japan, winter break, 2 weeks, it'll be so fun, we'll work our butts off this whole summer, fall semester, and then we'll go, and it'll be the best. She's not very adventurous, but she thought, oh, traveling with my best friend, that's gonna be so fun. She talks like that. And so we were working, everything. She got a job at like a pet groomer place. She likes animals. I was working at Taco Bell. I was desperate. And so then, school went by. It was the beginning of winter break. We were still just like having fun, planning, booking our hotels, buying our tickets, looking for like things to do, buying a rail pass, which is like a thing so you can take all the trains without having to pay every day. And then on January 4th of 2018, as Audrey was picking up a dog at her work, her back just gave out. And she couldn't so we couldn't stand, she couldn't lay down without feeling pain. I had to drive her to the hospital because everyone thought like she was faking it. And when they got like an x-ray and everything, she had like a slipped disc. I don't know how that happened, we're just 22. But that was exactly 1 week before our trip was planned. And even though I was worried about her, all I could think about was, like, is that still happening? Like, we're going, right? And like, we just looked at each other and she's like, I'll tell you in 5 days if I feel good enough to go. I mean, obviously, like, there was no way she could feel good in 5 days. But both were just like, yeah, 5 days, and we could do that. And then I was working for the whole weekend of that, so I was distracted, but it was also calling like the agency being like, how like, close to the flight, can I cancel it? Looking at Airbnbs, like, does this place have a cancellation fee? Everything. And the day before, I had to take her to the agency to cancel our flights, because there was no way it was happening. The lady tells me that, to cancel the flight, it'll be $400, just to not to go. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. But I was just like, well, like, this is what happens, I guess. This is just like 2018, like, woohoo, off to a good start. And so, the day comes, Audrey's just like, yeah, it's not happening. And I was just like, okay, well, I kind of knew that. So I was like preparing myself. So I take her to the agency. We present them with a doctor's note saying like, this is why we're canceling the flight. And because Audrey had that note, her flight was just like canceled, like no charge, nothing. It was a medical emergency. If anything, she got credit for the airline so she could book a flight later. But then for me, it was like $400. And so the lady's, cracking away at her computer and she's just like, so, like, I'm canceling with both the flights, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, is my 2018 really gonna start with me paying $400 not to go to Japan and losing all that money that I had spent this whole past summer and like fall semester working for? And then Audrey's like sitting there quietly, and she's quiet. And I look at her and she looks at me and like, she can like tell that I'm thinking about something and like also probably seeing that my face is like going pale. As like I look at the agent and I'm just telling her, oh, like just cancel one flight, like I'm still gonna go. And then the lady's like a little shocked, like she's like, oh, like okay, not a problem for me. But I'm like petrified. I instantly just want to throw up because I do not handle being in situations alone. I have like, I don't know, it's like social anxiety, but I cannot go anywhere alone. And Audrey's just like, nodding at me like you're crazy. And I'm sitting there like I'm gonna throw up right now. And so that was the day I decided that I was not gonna spend $400 not to go to Japan, and that I was gonna go and have a really good time. And I did have a really good time because I did everything I could to not be alone in my hotel. I went out, I went to a bar every single night. I met other people traveling to Japan. I made friends with like a Norwegian girl that was there. I made Japanese friends, and it was like probably the best trip I've ever had, and will, always remember what I did because it really pushed me to my limits, and it was very fun.